In the name of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. This is me, Dr. Bibliography, an Associate Lecturer of English Language and Literature at the University of Muhammad Boudiaf of Msila, Algeria. I'm also your teacher trainer during this strategic reading MOOC course. Part 3 of sequence 2 of this reading MOOC is concerned with post-reading strategies. So before we pursue with the slides, it's very important to have an idea or a look at the objectives of this MOOC. There are 4 main objectives. The first objective is to learn how you write a summary. Second objective is to differentiate and to distinguish between summarizing and paraphrasing. The third objective is how you write a conclusion. And the fourth objective and the last objective is how you write a reaction or a response. So, the post-reading strategies. It's very important to note here that during this stage, readers should think about, within, and beyond the text. They also can rely on a couple of post-reading strategies. These post-reading strategies are as the following, and as you can see in the slides. First, writing a summary. Second, distinguishing and differentiating between summarizing and paraphrasing. Third, writing a conclusion. And finally, we have to write a reaction or a response about our reading. So, summarizing. What do we mean by summarizing? It's very important to know what do we mean by summarizing. So summary, the word summary is simply a shorter version of a text. The word summary is derived from the verb to sum up or to sum. So let's consider the initials of these word sum. S letter stands for shorter than a text. And the U stands for using your own words only, and M stands for main important ideas only. So whenever you are summarizing, you should make sure that you write a shorter version of the reading text and also use your own words, and you should focus only on the most important information and ideas. The second point is steps when summarizing. So what are the steps which we need to follow and consider when summarizing? First, my piece of advice to you is to read and reread the text so that you understand the main ideas and also the structure of the text, how the structure is built and how the main ideas are built up. Also, you should make sure that you use your own ideas only. And also, the third advice is that you should make sure that your summary does not exceed the reading text. It has to be very short. Also, you should consider the main important ideas only, rather than the supporting ideas and the details. So you should not consider dates and statistics and even other supporting details and arguments. What is the main difference between summarizing and paraphrasing? But before we move to this point, it's very important to have this practice, since practice makes perfect. So, you have this text for you to read, and you are supposed to write a summary about it. So, here there are sentences which are underlined in blue or with a blue color. These represent the main ideas of the text, which you need to consider and include in your summary. The sentences which are underlined with the red color represent the supporting details and arguments which must not be included in your summary. And the last sentence, which is circled with the green color, is very important in your summary because it represents the main concluding statement and also the main concluding ideas. Um, Now we back to the idea of the possible summary. This is a very possible, very model summary. So choosing a book to read is the most difficult, or most of the time a difficult activity, yeah, where the reader should seriously regard the format of the book, i.e., either a e-version or a paper book, and also fulfill the interest towards the content of the book. So this is a best summary of the last passage. Summarizing versus paraphrasing. What is the main difference between these two main concepts? So, paraphrasing is writing a shorter version of a reading passage, making sure that this is in your own words, and you should focus only on the main ideas. However, paraphrasing is doing the same thing while keeping the main ideas of the writer. So you should keep the writer's ideas, but make sure that you use your own words. So the paraphrasing process. The paraphrasing process actually should follow a number of steps. Here we go. So you should read the passage more carefully to understand the keywords. Also, you should use synonyms for keywords, and you should express the information not in the form or not in the same way as the original text or passage. And you should rewrite each sentence by simplifying the vocabulary. So the vocabulary should be very simple as possible. This is a very rich bibliography for you to consider when summarizing and also extending your background knowledge about paraphrasing and summarizing. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.